Imagine waking up every morning surrounded not by streets, buildings, or traffic, but by water stretching in every direction. In Vietnam, thousands of people live in floating villages, where homes, schools, markets, and even entire communities drift on rivers, lakes, and bays. For generations, these unique settlements have survived by adapting to life on the water, creating a way of living unlike almost anywhere else on Earth. But what is daily life really like in these floating communities? How do families work, study, shop, and build a future while living on constantly moving water? Today we will talk about inside the floating villages of Vietnam life on the water. So, before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. 10. Entire neighborhoods float on water. One of the first things visitors notice is that everything floats. Homes are built on wooden platforms, floating barrels, or pontoons designed to stay above the water's surface. Instead of streets and sidewalks, narrow waterways connect neighbors. From above, these villages look like miniature floating cities, with houses arranged in clusters that gently rise and fall with the waves. 9. Boats are the main transportation. Forget cars, motorcycles, or bicycles. In floating villages, boats are the primary way to travel. Residents use small wooden boats to visit neighbors, go shopping, attend school, or transport supplies. Children often learn to row almost as soon as they learn to walk, making boating a natural part of everyday life. 8. Fishing is a way of life for many families. Fishing is more than a job, it's a tradition passed down through generations. Residents spend long hours catching fish, squid, shrimp, and other seafood that support both local communities and larger markets across Vietnam. The water provides not only transportation but also the main source of income for many households. 7. Floating fish farms. Many villages operate massive fish farms directly beneath their homes. Large underwater cages hold thousands of fish that are raised and sold throughout the country. Families carefully monitor feeding schedules, water conditions, and fish health every day. These floating farms have become a vital part of the local economy. 6. Children grow up on the water. Life for children in floating villages is very different from life in most cities. Many learn swimming and boating skills at an early age. Water becomes their playground, classroom route, and daily environment. Growing up surrounded by rivers and bays creates a unique connection between children and nature. 5. Floating markets and local trade. Commerce never stops even on the water. In some communities, vendors travel by boat selling groceries, fresh vegetables, household goods, and daily necessities. Instead of walking to a market, residents simply pull their boats alongside floating shops to make purchases. It's a system that has worked for generations. 4. Living with nature's challenges. Life on the water isn't always easy. Storms, strong winds, heavy rain, and seasonal flooding can threaten homes and livelihoods. Families must constantly adapt to changing weather conditions. 3. Strong community bonds. One of the most remarkable aspects of life in Vietnam's floating villages is the strong sense of community that exists among residents. Living on the water means people depend on one another in ways that many city dwellers rarely experience. Neighbors often work together to repair homes damaged by storms, assist families during emergencies, and share fishing equipment or supplies when needed. If a boat breaks down or a family faces hardship, others in the village are usually quick to offer help. Community celebrations also play an important role in daily life. Festivals, weddings, religious ceremonies, and family gatherings bring residents together, strengthening relationships that have often existed for generations. Because everyone lives in close proximity, friendships tend to be deep and long-lasting. 2. A tradition facing change. Despite their rich history and unique culture, Vietnam's floating villages are facing significant challenges in the modern era. As Vietnam continues to develop economically, Many young people are leaving these communities in search of better educational opportunities, stable employment, and modern conveniences found in larger cities. While this migration opens new possibilities for younger generations, it also means fewer people are continuing traditional ways of life. At the same time, environmental changes are affecting the waterways that these communities depend upon. Changes in water quality, fish populations, and weather patterns have made life more difficult for many families whose livelihoods rely on fishing and aquaculture. 1. A lifestyle unlike anywhere else. The most extraordinary thing about Vietnam's floating villages is how completely life is connected to the water. In most places, roads connect homes, businesses, schools, and markets. Here, water serves all of those purposes. Every journey begins with a boat. Every day is shaped by the movement of the tides, the weather, and the natural environment. The water provides transportation, food, income, and a sense of identity. Children learn from an early age how to navigate boats, fishermen rise before dawn to work the waters, and families build entire lives on floating homes that have often been passed down through generations. What makes these villages truly remarkable is the ability of their residents to adapt. They have created thriving communities in an environment that many people would find challenging. Through creativity, hard work, and deep knowledge of the water, they have transformed lakes, rivers, and bays into places they proudly call home. What do you think about our video? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.